Oh, this is exciting. Listen, it's unbelievable that we can just go from excitement to excitement to excitement to excitement. And that's what day 3 has been here today at the NADA live stage. So next up, we are going to hear from the American Cancer Society. They have been off to a great start. If you don't know, this is their first year, but definitely not their last year, being here with us at NADA, and they are on a great fundraising campaign. And so far, they've been doing phenomenal. But I don't want you to take just my word for it. What I'd like you to help me do is welcome up our next guest. I have Jake Frat. I was just about to say. So Jake told me, I said, hey, Jake, how do you pronounce your last name? He said, frat like fraternity and jello like angel. So let's do me a favor. Let's bring him up. We've got Jake Fratangelo he is the Senior Corporate Relations Manager for the American Cancer Society. You ready? I am. You ready? I don't know if they're ready, but you're ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Stage is yours.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Thank you.
Following this man with something you bought off the rack is, that's really, really tough to do. Well, thank you so much, Errol, and thank you, NADA, for having us here at your show in 2026. Last night, I had a little crisis of confidence. I added this jacket to my ensemble at the last minute because I saw how good he looked. I don't know if I'm pulling it off, but I'm doing my best. The American Cancer Society is thrilled to be here, and we're excited about all the things that ACS can do in partnership with NADA and the auto industry. So far this week, we've raised over $50,000, which will allow us to provide over 500 round-trip rides to doctor's appointments for cancer patients. Thank you so much. One thing that I've loved about being here is the opportunity to meet with so many wonderful multi-generational ownership groups. And in that spirit, I'd like to tell you a little bit about my grandfather. John Lewis Fratangelo Sr. gave me many things. He gave me my name. I'm the third John Fratangelo, even though I go by Jake. He gave me my sense of humor, and he gave me my love of cars. Starting when I was very young, he'd come pick me up in his mid-'80s Ford Ranger with burgundy vinyl seats. I'm pretty sure if you put a child in that car these days, they'd throw you straight in jail. And he'd say, we're going on an adventure. And sometimes we'd go to a restaurant or a toy store, driving range, arcade, but it was always an adventure with Grandpa John. And he loved cars. He loved buying cars. Sometimes we'd go on an adventure and we'd drive home in a different car than we left. One time, we left in an Oldsmobile and came back in a Jag because he saw something on a lot that he liked. My grandmother wasn't thrilled, but it was a lot of fun, and it's a great story I could tell you another time. In 2007, me and Grandpa started going on some different adventures, and this time I was driving. My grandfather had cancer, and while I was in college, because I had engineered a pretty light course load, I would take occasional shifts driving Grandpa to cancer treatment and to see his oncologist. This man who loved to drive just for the sense of adventure, now he needed some support. He needed some support from his loved ones. Now, we were lucky. My brother, my parents, my aunts and uncles, we were there. We could help him with that. But not everybody has that opportunity, and that's why I'm speaking to you today. The American Cancer Society knows that transportation is the #1 barrier for cancer patients in accessing the care that they need. We know that patients who can get to their appointments live longer and have better health outcomes. Nobody's health should suffer because they don't have a ride. American Cancer Society Road to Recovery provides cancer patients with free rides to treatment. $100 provides a round-trip ride with a vetted, background-checked volunteer so that we can make sure that everyone can go see their doctors when they're in a time of need. Auto dealers are incredibly supportive of ACS, and we want to make it as easy as possible for them to join us in supporting this vital program. Dealers across the country host recruiting events to help us find new drivers. Or they give their staff time off to give rides. Or they even support us financially so we can keep up our extremely high standard of care. Now, I have a QR code behind me, And a quick scan of that will lead you right to our donation page. Like I said, we've raised $50,000 so far. We'd really love your help in raising just a little bit more so that we can provide more of those vital rides to treatment and get people where they need to go. So please consider scanning my QR code right there. If you'll indulge me for just a moment, I'd love to recognize some of the dealerships that have been tremendous supporters of the American Cancer Society, many of whom I've had the chance to meet with over the last couple of days. RK Chevrolet in New Jersey is the #1 dealer in the country raising money for breast cancer. Almost $1 million so far. Michael Fader of the Mile One Auto Group in Baltimore kicked off our time at NADA with a $50,000 donation from this stage. And today, we met with Carl from Moley Auto Group in Missouri, who is driven for the Road to Recovery program and is an incredible supporter in the fight against cancer. This is not meant to be an exhaustive list by any stretch. We have many, many supporters inside these halls. This spring, we're introducing a dealer toolkit to provide you with turnkey solutions to help us raise money and recruit drivers for Road to Recovery and drive traffic to your dealerships while we're all doing a great thing together. We're working closely with our partners inside and outside of the industry to document what's worked for them and how we can best execute that together. Now, one last personal anecdote before I give up the stage. Every day before I leave the house, I have to check for 3 things. Phone, got to have your phone. Wallet, you got to pay for things. And keys. You got to have your keys because that's how you can get around. That's what gives you mobility. That's what gets you where you need to go. They represent that mobility and connection. On my keys, I've got a picture of my beautiful wife and wonderful daughters. I've got a picture of Ziggy the Bernedoodle. He's a really good friend as well. And I've also got a key to the last car that my grandfather owned, because I know that I always have that with me. That connection is always stable and always right there in my pocket. Please consider scanning the code and making a donation, or stop by our booth to learn more about how we can partner and provide this invaluable service. I'm at booth 8115 North, and I'd love to chat. Thank you so much.
Scan it, scan it, scan it, scan. He was so nice about it. He said, please scan, please consider, scan it, just do it. No copyright on that. I'm gonna say just make sure it gets done, right? It's a great cause, it's a great opportunity. As you can see, there's some record setting already happening. We're excited to have the American Cancer Society here with us and looking forward to this being an ongoing partnership.